Okay, this question came in 2016 for 2 marks in set 3 for EC gate. This seems to be a very interesting question looking at the figures. Okay, the IV characteristics of the Zener diodes. Okay, here we are entering special diodes, Zener diodes D1 and D2. We have 2 diodes are shown in figure 1, which means these 2 diodes are in series. Okay, first thing, these diodes are used in the circuit given in figure 2. Okay, if the supply voltage is varied from 0 to 100 volt, okay, the voltage can vary from 0 to 100, then breakdown occurs in, okay, options D1 only, D2 only, both D1 and D2, none of D1 and D2. Now let's see this. When 2 diodes are connected in series, the current that flows through both of them should be same. Okay, now the current that flows through both of them will be controlled by the diode which takes the least current. Okay, if you connect 2 pipes in series, the smallest pipe will actually dictate how much water will flow through it, right? So now, as a hint, I mean, we have the IV characteristics also given here. Okay, now same current should flow through both of them. Let's take an example here. Let's say this much current is flowing, the potential across both of them will be like this, right? So now if I take some current, let's say example, this much current is flowing, what will happen if I have this much current? This diode will have this much potential drop, and this diode would have already entered breakdown, right? This diode would have already entered breakdown. Which diode is this? This is D1. So if same current has to flow through this, both the diodes as they are in series, first thing is D1 enters breakdown. So if D1 enters breakdown, D1 would be taking 80 volts drop across it, assuming the voltage that you are applying is already above 80, right, to accommodate that current flow. Now this diode would be very small voltage, right, few volts or maybe millivolts, right? As you hit, let's say 100 volts, what will happen? Same current has to flow again. Let's say 80, maybe you hit 20 here, okay, 20 volts, still the current is like this. You see here, a small increase in current, in fact, right, small increase in current. This diode will accommodate 20 volts, this diode still accommodates 80 volts. So when you apply 100 volts max, D1 would be in breakdown, but D2 will not be in breakdown. Hence we can say, okay, that only D1 enters, okay, breakdown. So then the breakdown occurs in D1 only. D2 won't enter breakdown if the voltage is 100 volts. Okay. So in fact, you might ask, when would both of them enter breakdown, right? You can see here clearly that if the current is coming up to this, which means 150 volts, you have to apply 150 volts at least in reverse bias. So both will enter breakdown. But given condition 0 to 100, as you increase, only one diode will enter into breakdown, that is D1 only.